Now this is the next portion when you have to see the actions of alkalis on certain metals, and zinc, aluminium, lead, these are the active metals, and these particular metals reacts with hot and concentrated caustic alkalis, and both the alkalis are there. Sodium hydroxide is there and potassium hydroxide is been there. So potassium hydroxide. Now you have to see that what type of reaction is been there, what is the salt that is been formed, what type of gas is been there. This portion is also important. Sometimes reaction is been asked, and sometimes what type of gas is been evolved, and state that gas that is been also asked. So this is also one of the important portion, and we'll see with this particular reactions. And you can see over here that zinc is been reacting with the sodium hydroxide, that is your caustic soda, and this particular this thing reacts and they give you sodium zinc. Now you know how to form the compounds. You have done in your class 9th also to write down the formulas, and sodium zincate is been formed, and gas has been evolved, that is your, you can say, liberated, that is hydrogen. And hydrogen also have a specific observation. You can see the pop sound is been there. You can write down more other observations for it. So this hydrogen is colorless, odorless gas, and it gives you a pop sound, which you have discussed in your class 9th also. So these, every time you are seeing which gas has been evolved, that is hydrogen. So the question can be asked, give the gas that been evolved or liberated when the particular any of the metal, they can ask you, when zinc reacts with sodium hydroxide. So name the gas or tell the observation. So what will be your answer? Your answer will be hydrogen. This way you can write down your answer, right? So there are different examples with zinc is been there, with lead is been there, with aluminium is been there. I'll tell you how to make the reaction and then you can understand. Now I have written the reaction, and this reaction you can see that zinc is reacting with your sodium hydroxide and gives you sodium zincate, that hydrogen gas has been evolved. So this is the rule that metal reacts with any of the caustic alkalis, and it will always give you a salt, and the hydrogen gas is released every time. Now you have to see, I am just focusing you back to 9th class, and I want to tell you how you can make the formula. So over here Na has been there, zinc, so zincate, it's you can say anion, it's been there. You know the valency, that is 2, its valency is 1. Then you know, we have always seen, we cross multiply the valencies and we get this particular formula, right? This way you can see that how the formula is being formed. So this particular formula is being placed here. So every time you can make the formula, and you can write down whether it is in terms of potassium or in terms of sodium, or whether I have given you zincate. If you are using zinc, then definitely sodium zincate will be formed. If you are using lead, then sodium plumbite will be formed, or potassium plumbite will be formed. Same thing we can discuss one more time. And over here we are using K, and I am using plumbate, and you know its valency 2, its valency is 1. You can easily cross multiply them and you can get the formula, right? So this way you can make the formulas, and instead of learning the entire formula, you can, if you forget, then you can make it by your own, and you can put over there in the reactions. So this way you can learn the reaction. It will help you out to learn all the reactions. Please learn the reaction, please learn what gas is being evolved. That is, every year it's been asked. This year they have not asked, but definitely in this year, in 2021, they will ask you about it, right? Now this is the new portion in which we will study about actions of alkalis on oxides and hydroxide of certain metals. Now we have seen previous that the metals which we have discussed was zinc, lead and aluminium. Here also we have to see these particular metals only, but their oxides as well as their hydroxides. And the base which you have to use is either NaOH, or you can use KOH. This thing you have to keep it in mind, right? So oxides I have written for zinc oxide has been there, lead oxide has been there, aluminium oxide is been there. I mean, these are in terms of oxide. And hydroxide, if you see, this is zinc hydroxide, lead hydroxide, and aluminium hydroxide. I think this O, it's O, a bit it was made wrong, but I've changed it, so I think it's clear with you. Aluminium hydroxide is be there. So these oxides and hydroxides you have to focus, and we'll see. And just now I'll show you the portion from your book, that what are the reactions which you have to learn. Now focus on these reactions you have to learn. But once again, I'll tell you how to write down these reactions, or how to remember these reactions. And there is one term also, it's written in this topic, amphoteric. I want to explain you this term also, right? Now, how this amphoteric been there, or what do you mean by amphoteric? Amphoteric natures means the ones, the hydroxide or the oxides which are quite capable to react with acids and with alkalis to give you what, either they can react with the acids or they can react with the alkalis. They give you salt and water. Means every time, whether if you are reacting these oxides or hydroxide with acid, they give you salt and water. If you react with an alkali, it will give you salt and water. But in our course, we have alkalis. We are not focusing on the acid, right? So you can look through it, and you can see these amphoteric oxides or hydroxide, when they reacts with acid, then also they give you salt and water. If they reacts with an alkali, then also they will reacts with, so they'll give you, sorry, salt and water. You have, but we are not focusing on this part, we are focusing on this part. This is important, and this is there in our course, the second one, this one. So alkalis, two alkalis you have to remember over here, that is NaOH or KOH. Don't focus on ammonium hydroxide, because you have to use the strong alkalis, right? That's why I've mentioned you, we have to focus on caustic alkalis, right? This way you have to understand. Now you have to focus upon this rule, that amphoteric oxide or amphoteric hydroxide, when it reacts with the alkali should be hot and concentrated. We have discussed many times. Then your outcome should be salt and water. This will be your answer. And over here, the amphoteric oxide and amphoteric hydroxide, you have to focus on the threes, either zinc oxide, lead oxide, or aluminum oxide when you are talking about amphoteric oxide. If you are talking about amphoteric hydroxide, then that particular time you have to focus on zinc hydroxide, lead hydroxide, or aluminium hydroxide. So the previous I have written, you can make the notes from there, and you can understand it, and you can learn the reactions also. We'll discuss the reaction after this. Now you can see the reactions. Over here I've used one of the amphoteric oxide, that is zinc oxide. It's react with the sodium hydroxide, gives you sodium zincate. Now you know how to make the formula. And water. In that particular example over here, hydrogen gas was there. Why it was hydrogen gas in that side? Because oxygen was not there, right? If you remove this oxygen from here, you have to remove this oxygen from here. If you are adding the oxygen over here, then you have to add oxygen. So no need to learn the reaction, only try to analyze how you can remember it. So once again I am telling you, if you remove oxygen from here, you have to remove oxygen from here. So in both the cases, it will the previous reaction. If you add oxygen here, you have to add oxygen here. Balancing, you know how to make this formula also. Now it is quite easy for you. I can change this thing. Over here I am using sodium hydroxide. Now I can use K here. So just remove this thing. These two things you can remove, and in place of that you can easily write down what, K. Just see, your reaction is changed. Just see. Why to learn every time the reactions? Just try to analyze how you can judge it. So you are just simply removing it, and I am removing the K's and NA's, and in place of that I am writing K, potassium. So now it is what, potassium zincate. So this manner you can, every time you can change it. Again you can change one more, you can see one more pattern of it, and simply just remove from here. You can add PB, right? Just remove over here. So what we are doing, just simply we are changing few things and we are getting new reactions over here. So what you have done, in place of Zn you have put Pb over here, and in place of Zn you have put Pb over here. So what you are getting, this was your lead oxide, and over here you are getting what, potassium plumbite you are getting. So this way you can change your reactions, and there is no need to learn the reaction. Always try to analyze the reaction. Now one more reaction I have written, and this is with aluminium oxide, and it's reacting with sodium hydroxide, give you sodium aluminate, and water is being formed. Now once again we can focus on this particular formula. Again I have mentioned you, please don't learn the reactions, try to understand it, try to make it by your own. And once again I am focusing on this formula, how to make it. So I have written the symbols of sodium and aluminate, and you know its valency is 1, over here is also 1. So you cross multiply it, you get this formula NaAlO2, and you know how to NaAlO2, and this way you can keep it there. Just see, both the formulas are same, and you know how to balance it also. Once again I am just telling you how to balance. Just see, Al is, suppose I am removing this 2 from here, 2 from here, just see, focus on it, that Al is 2, O is 3, Na is over here 1, total oxygen this side is how much, 4, and over here hydrogen is 1. But this side if you focus on it, hydrogen is how much, it's 2, oxygen is 2 plus 1 is 3, Al is again single, Na is again single. So there are things which you can focus, just focus on this aluminium part. Let's start, because the first number is 1 and 1 is not at all required, because whatever you are multiplying with 1 you get the same thing, right? So go for with 2. Now where to put the 2, just see, over here Al is 2, over here Al is 1, so we can try and we can put 2 over here. So in this manner, see what is happening over here, that Al is what, 2, Al is 2 over here, right? Sodium over here it's 1, over here it's 2, so we can place 2 over here also to see whether it is balancing or not. Now let's focus once again, Al is 2 here, Al is 2 here, Na is 2 here, Na is 2 here, hydrogen is 2 here, hydrogen is 2 here. Now focus on the oxygen, 3 plus 2, 2 ones are 2, so 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 oxygen is there. Focus over here, 2 twos are 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, so 5 oxygen is there. There is no need to explain you the balancing, but still I thought ki maybe possibly you have forgotten your balancing part. So just I have just written this reaction. I want to teach you how to balance the reaction, and also you know how to calculate the formula also. So instead of learning everything, try to understand things and do it in your exams, right? We'll see, I am also giving you the chart of this thing, valency part. If you don't have your 9 books, you can see it from here, and you can learn the valencies, which will help you out in entire chemistry. Now you can see this table has been there, and it's not there in your this thing course in this chapter, but still I am just giving you so that you can recall your valency parts of cations and anions. It will help you out to make the reactions also. So you can see from this particular table, and you can learn these things. It will help you out in all of the reactions, right? So this way you can see, I think this much is clear to you all, and you can see we will do the other reactions also. One part is still remaining, and that we have to see. Now we'll see the second portion on amphoteric hydroxide, and I have written a reaction with the zinc hydroxide. It reacts with sodium hydroxide, and it will give you what, sodium zincate, along with that water is been in. Now you know how to make the formula, how to balance the equation, so there is no difficulties in this portion. So what is the case, that whenever you are focusing on these types of reactions, please see that how things happens, what type of salt has been formed, what is the byproduct over here is water, right? And this is the amphoteric hydroxide. This is again the hot, it is hot and concentrated. You have to remember that it is hot and concentrated, right? This thing anyway which has been there. Now you can simply change the your metals also, like over here I have used zinc hydroxide, and the outcome is sodium zincate. Now you can simply change this particular metal, you can change this to Pb, and over here also you can change, and it is what, Pb. So it is what will be your answer? That will be sodium plumbite will be formed. So every time you can change your metals, you can change your this thing, what you can say, that your alkenes. So once again we want to change something. Let's change one more time. Let's change this thing. We are changing Na, and instead of that we are writing K, and over here this will also change. That is what K. So you are getting K2PbO2. So you can see it's so easy. You have to remember one reaction, and you can every time you can change it, and you can change it, and you can remember the things. So there is no need to learn the reactions every time. It's a simple way I have shown you just now, and this way you can easily learn your reactions, and you can do it in this manner. So I think this much is clear to you all, how to write down the reactions, how to write down the formulas, and what all things is been there. Now once again we are focusing on one more example, that is your aluminium hydroxide. So I am writing over here aluminium hydroxide, and it reacts with, suppose I am using NaOH. So what is your outcome? It will give you sodium aluminate, and you get water molecules over here. So by looking it, you can understand the reaction that aluminum hydroxide, you know how to make a formula of it, sodium hydroxide. This thing I have already mentioned you previously. And water is important over here. You, in the previous reaction, when you are using an oxide, you have seen the water molecules, there was single water molecule was there, right? Because over here H was not there, but over here H is there. That's why we are getting two water molecules here, because just see, this is also doubled. So water is also doubled each time. So I think this reaction is clear to you. You can also change it over here. This is what sodium aluminate has been formed. Simply change this thing. Just change, in place of Na you can write down K, and over here also you can change it, and you can write down K. Again, a easy way of representing things, but simply balance your formula over here, because balancing is also important. You have to focus each and every time what you are writing and what you are not writing. So please focus on it, and this way you can learn your reactions. I think this chapter is clear to you all. You have to remember the reactions and all that, and exercises are there, 10 years papers are there. So always remember, for your 10th portion, try to don't only go till 10 years question, focus on till up to 15 years back, 15 years papers or 20 years papers, and different books are available for that, and you can focus on that. Now you can see, just see, these are the worksheets, how the worksheets are there available in your books also. I have taken from your book only, and it's not new. And this way you can complete your workbooks. If you want to learn your reactions, then learn the reactions, what the pattern, whatever I have mentioned, you can go through that, and this way you can remember your reaction. You can practice at your home with this particular worksheet, right? These are certain reactions, sorry, questions that has been asked in your board examinations. You can go through it, and if you want to, you can practice it, and it will help you out to do things, and whatever I have mentioned you in the previous videos, and you can complete these reactions or equations if there, or questions are there what has been asked in your year wise questions, right? So this way you can do it in your home, and these are the works which you can practice, and you can have your answers, right?